Y'all, I was on the hunt for the very easiest camping setup I could possibly come up with. But when I decided to sleep in the bed of my truck, do you know what was not in the forecast? Those thunderstorms. Yikes. Hello, welcome. Okay, so I'm on some BLM land up above Breckenridge, Colorado in the Rocky Mountains. I'm not going to tell you exactly where. We don't do that. I don't want to be the influencer who sent thousands of people to a singular place that doesn't normally see very many people. And that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? Doing the research and trying to find those hidden gems. And if you are new to BLM land, oh, cute little deer. Did you see that cute little deer butt sticking up? Probably not. BLM land, there's a lot of it in the West. I don't think there's very much, if any, in the East Coast and Midwest. I could be wrong. But most BLM land, you always need to check and follow the rules, but most BLM land allows free camping, free dispersed camping. Here, they allow it in any of the established campsites. So I have good intel on the best 3 spots in this BLM land. And I just drove by them. 2 of them are taken, but 1 of them is open. So I'm just headed back. Hopefully it's still open because I want it. I want it real bad. And yay, it is. Okay, let me get back in here and then I'll tell you what we're doing. First and foremost, I'm sure you're wondering, why am I doing this? What am I doing and why? Well, here's the deal. I've signed up for a 50-mile ultra marathon in November, and I'm just starting to train for it. And one of the core tenets of ultra marathon training are back-to-back long runs. And I live in Denver, so why wouldn't I want to do those in the mountains? But the thing is, I'm really lazy. And I was like, what is the easiest? It's not realistic. I have a beautiful Airstream that we love taking trips in, but just bringing it up here for one night is not realistic. It's just so much work. It's worth it for a trip, but it's not worth it for one night. And honestly, even camping, I'm a little lazy about setting up a tent and packing a cooler and all that rigmarole. I was like, what is the easiest, like the very, very easiest that I could do this? And I was like, well, I have a truck with a truck bed. Why don't I just put a cot in the back of the truck bed? I wouldn't have to worry about a mattress pad that's gonna pop. I wouldn't have to a lot of things. So I don't know, that's what we're doing. I've got a cot, I've got a cooler, I've got my sleeping quilts and pillows, minimal. I brought a change of clothes for tomorrow. I'm just gonna see how it works. I just got done with my first day of running. It was amazing. I'm up in the mountains above Breckenridge, and I'm just gonna do this. I'm tired, I'm sore. I don't want the whole like setting up camp and getting, I don't wanna do it. So I'm not going to. I just hope it doesn't rain. Worst case scenario, it rains. We have to get back in the truck. But that's fine. That's not that bad. It's not really a bad scenario. I also didn't want to deal with food, so I stopped at Chipotle on my way here and got a burrito bowl and some queso. So that's what I'm having for dinner. I brought some drinks, some snacks. I mean, I need nutrition, proper nutrition, but I'm doing this as easy as I can. Sorry, I had to stop filming for a second because a really serious mountain biker came by and I was too embarrassed to be filming a YouTube video as he was like working really hard. I know he's really serious because he's wearing jorts. He's wearing cut-off jean shorts to mountain bike. He's like bike packing. I'm not that cool. So for the most part, I feel really good about this, but the big if is rain, and it wasn't supposed to rain, but the forecast has changed. So you know what? Worst case scenario, I have a cover on the back of my truck and all of this is just below it. So worst case scenario, I hop in my truck, I put the cover over all this gear and I sleep in the truck. Best case scenario, I have a beautiful night here in the bed of my truck. Could this be any more gorgeous? Come on. Best case scenario, I wake up right here with this view, hopefully with a moose somewhere nearby. A friendly moose that is close but not too close. Little known fact, moose can be little a-holes. Don't mess with them. They're not, number one, they're huge. Have you ever been like standing next to one? I thought like, oh, they're the size of a cow. They're probably like a big deer or something. No, they are colossal and they are terrifying and they will F you up. So be careful. Okay, first and foremost, thank you to REI. I told them that I had this silly little idea. They were very supportive. And a couple of these items are from there. So thank you, REI, for sponsoring this video. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by a cute dog. Look at him or her. Okay, so the core of this was sleeping. How can I sleep and recover before my run tomorrow most minimally? What is the easiest, most comfortable option? And I decided on a cot. So this is an REI Sleepwell cot, and I haven't spent a whole night on it yet, but so far it's been super comfortable. Ask me again in the morning if I still feel that way. But it holds up to 300 pounds, which is great. A lot of cots do not have that high of a weight rating. So I'm not much under 300 pounds depending on the week. So that was a really big, important factor. I'm just under 12,000 feet and I can feel the altitude. I don't have any breath. The next item, my quilt. This is my Enlightened Equipment Revelation. It is my baby. If you don't know Enlightened Equipment, they make high-end ultralight backpacking gear, and this is like the Rolls Royce of sleeping bags. So I don't go anywhere without it. It's rated to 0. It's down. It's super, super lightweight, and it's a quilt. So it has the modular option to be like to have a foot box or to not have a foot box. All right, so I'm keeping an eye on the weather. The storm cell is over there, and I don't know if it's gonna hit me or not. It might. But I knew this was possible. That's part of the trade-off of this is, you know, I might have to be in my truck a bit. But that's not the end of the world. If that saves me having to like set up and take down the tent, I think I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Next, not most important, but real important are my pillows. And these are a company, you know what, a lot of people haven't heard of this brand, but I discovered them ages ago, I guess just out of luck. It's called ZenBivy, and they make a lot of different things that are great for backpacking, car camping, but these are, hands down, my favorite item that they have. So there's a lot of options with the pillows. I have the most minimal option, which is this bladder. It's just, it's sturdy. I mean, this made it through a PCT through hike, multiple camping trips. So it feels really flimsy, but it has really stood the test of time. And then they have these covers, and I don't know what this is made out of. Maybe I'll put it in the description if I can find it. It is so soft. It's so soft. And what I love is you can easily take it off and clean it. So I do a lot of things where I get real dirty, but I like to get real clean afterward. So I really like that it's so easy to clean these. So that is the sleep setup. That ideally is all I'm gonna need, all I'm gonna use. I honestly, can we be honest? Can we have a heart to heart? If we're being honest, and I hope that we are, I never would have ever considered a cot. I don't know why. For car camping, how incredible. Like, how incredible to have this. You know, if you have a like giant colossal tent, how lovely to have this. Be off the ground. What a luxury. Is it the most like rustic, like authentic camping experience? No, but I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for something I can do once a week. This is for training. I just want this to be easy and fast. And if I have to hop in my truck for a little bit or all night, it's not the end of the world. I don't fit totally to sleep in there, but it's fine. It's better than having to put up a tent and take it down, in my opinion. Or am I just lazy? Maybe both. I was thinking, gosh, you know, I could cowboy camp for sure, but if I have my truck, why not get up off the ground? Not have to worry about rodents scurrying about, not have to worry about bugs as much. And I'm fine with cowboy camping. In fact, I prefer it. On my PCT through hike, I cowboy camped 95% of the nights. I definitely prefer that. So I'm fine sleeping on the ground, but I was like, hey, if I could be more comfy, why the heck not? And then I thought about, let me just do a sleeping pad on the bed of my truck. But I don't trust it. It would take one rock against this hard truck bed to poke a hole in it. And they're expensive. And so if I don't need to use it, if I don't need to risk putting a hole in one of my pads, why would I? Oh no, it's coming our direction. Who's R? I'm alone. I couldn't be more alone. My direction. It's coming my direction. I literally laughed at this cot when I first saw it. And then I just came to this little realization that it might actually be perfect. We'll see, but I might have been wrong. I think I might have been wrong. Okay, the next thing is this cooler. It's a soft-sided cooler, also from the REI Campwell collection. And while not directly related to sleep, it kind of is for me. The whole point of this is to require as little effort as possible so that I can rest, relax, refuel, and like get some nutrition in tonight so I'm ready to go tomorrow. So I am going to count this in with my sleep kit just because I need to eat. I need to be refueled in order to get good sleep. So this is waterproof. So if you use ice, that's fine. But I use some ice packs. I put it in the freezer. Hot tip, put everything in the fridge that's going in your cooler before you pack your cooler, and put your, if you can, like this fits in my freezer, put it in your freezer first. So everything is cold from the get-go. It just gives you a good head start. So I think we're good to go. I was thinking, oh, what am I gonna do for dinner? Should I bring a grill? I've got a little like portable camping grill. And I decided no. Just stop and get something. So I stopped and got a burrito bowl and some chips and queso. And that's what I'm having for dinner. Like, we are going as easy as humanly possible. Like, I'm not in the mood. And I will never be in the mood after a long run. I'm not in the mood to set up a tent. I'm not in the mood to set up a camp kitchen. I'm not in the mood to cook. I'm not in the mood to clean up from cooking. I'm not in the mood. I don't know if I've said it yet, but I'm not in the mood for any of that tomfoolery. What I am in the mood for is the 3 minutes it took me to set all of this up. I'm also not going to be in the mood for the rain that has entered the forecast. That was not in the forecast before, but it is looking ominous. So we'll see. Again, it's not a big deal. Worst case scenario, this all is underneath the level of the cover. So worst case scenario, I cover everything up. It's not waterproof, but it's pretty much waterproof. And I hop in the truck. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Best case scenario, I wake up with some moose and a beautiful sunrise. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna watch this forecast for a few and see what this storm is doing. Okay, so far so good. I just got tucked in. This cot is lovely. So the frame is steel, so that's probably why it has such a high weight limit. It's like 14-ish pounds, and it all folds into a little bag, like a little storage bag. So I think we're gonna be good. So far, it's not raining. Oh, look at this. Are you ready? Come on. Are you serious? Yes, I am serious. All right, I'm gonna read a book, maybe watch a program, and go to sleep. because I gotta run again. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm excited. Mostly. Okay. This is a 2 a.m. check-in. So far, so good. This thing's comfy. This cot's comfy. I don't know why I'm whispering. I dodged all the rain. Not all the rain, so far. I think all the rain. I don't think you can see them, but the stars are gorgeous. It's pretty cold. Like, pretty cold. It's definitely below freezing. I think that's my biggest concern, but I'm staying warm so far. I'm in good shape. So, when I make it to sunrise, it's like 3 hours away. I think so. All right, I'm gonna potty and then go back to sleep. Good morning. Okay, so, good news and bad news. Let's talk about some things. It's almost all good news. So that's the good news. The good news. The cot is so comfy. I slept really well. That was great. Everything else worked out well too. Another piece of good news is that it did not end up raining. There was a storm that went to the right, then one that went to the left, then one that went to the right, and then I fell asleep watching lightning off in the distance. But it was far enough away. I was safe. There was never rain here. So, all good news. Except, at 4, I was cold for the last hour. It's like, just after 5 now. So around 4, I hopped in the truck just to get a little warm. It was really cold. I would have been fine if I was tenting or didn't have the truck, but I do have the truck. So I was like, why would I put myself through that? Right? So we did it. This was great. I mean, if there is like a crazy easy truck tent setup, that I'm not joking when I say it needs to take virtually no effort whatsoever. If that exists, tell me in those comments. I would love to know. But this worked out great. There's some condensation back there on the cot. I didn't feel it at 4, so it must have just settled and fallen in that last hour. But we did it. Success. So thanks, REI. Thanks for the new toys, for supporting this silly little experiment that, by all accounts, was a raging success. All right. See you on the next one. For anyone interested, it just took 7 minutes for me to pack everything up. Not bad. Y'all, thanks for watching that video. That was sweet of you. If you want to watch another one, click here. If you want to join one of my group trips, click here. Okay, want to see something pretty?